We're back.
We are back. So yeah, Mezco.
Yes.
I have to be honest, like I missed that. I missed all of the announcement, except for the Golden Gomez, which I think is ugly. That has to be the
Really?
worst.
I thought that would be the one that you'd want to buy, considering it looks like a fucking Wu-Tang Clan member.
It doesn't though.
It does, man.
No, because Wu-Tang was black and yellow, not yellow.
It's just the other way around. It's yellow and black. That's where they've got. You can tell that's where they've got the fucking idea from.
Nah, man, because when they used to do like the Shaolin style videos, they were dressed in black, man. They weren't dressed in yellow.
I thought it was black and yellow.
They had like if you buy a Wu-Tang cap, the logo is yellow, but the whole cap is black. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm also just hating on it because it's a figure I'll never be able to own anyway.
Why?
Because I can't get stuff out of the States, man. Taxes and shipping costs just makes me pay through the nose for it.
Yeah.
And Mezco tends to sell out within half an hour.
That's true.
Anyway.
And they allow for multiple purchases, so scalpers go crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's a problem with Mezco. It's just scalp city. Literally. You see people on groups who literally say, I'm buying one for now, one to sell. It's like, they're not
that
buying
mentality's come over into the UK now as well. And people are accepting it and allowing people to get away with it.
But we shouldn't. People should just call it out. It's a shame. It is a shame because it just ruins the collector experience.
Yeah, well, for me, I don't give a shit because I don't collect any of the Gomez stuff or the Rumble Society stuff. I'm not interested.
I don't either, to be honest. The only thing that I only like a few releases from Mezco here and there. I'm not like an avid buyer of their stuff, but I don't know. I still find it disappointing when they allow those type of things to happen. Because like I said, scalpers are just going to buy them and just sell them. And you can see like Mezco has actually become a secondary market. You go into any of the groups and the amount of people who are just selling Mezco at ridiculous and inflated prices. And it's just, nobody bats an eyelid at it. It's just normal.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
That is, I mean, from my experience, there seems to be something that started happening, not with the first releases, not with the first Mezco releases, but somewhere along the line. Like I'm guessing about a year ago, that started to be a problem. I remember when stuff went on pre-order on the Mezco site, because you can only pre-order them directly from Mezco.
Yeah.
That they would have problems with the servers lagging out and stuff like that. And indeed, people getting more than one to flip on the secondary market. But like in Belgium, for instance, all those first releases, like I'm talking about the first Daredevil, the Green Arrow, the first couple Batmans, the first Wolverines, they're all like, the web shops don't have a lot of Mezco stock over here, but the little bit that they do have are the first releases, and they're all
really?
Yeah.
People pay a lot for the Green Arrow and stuff now because now
I can get a Green Arrow brand new for 99 euros.
You had one, didn't you? You had a Green Arrow.
I have one. Yeah, I got one from.
It's a really good price, yeah.
Well, it is. I mean, like I'm still on the fence. I still think Mezco. They make beautiful figures, definitely, but I'm still having a problem with paying over 100 euros for a 1/12 scale figure.
Yeah, but that's I think like where you're living, because over here they don't cost that much yet.
How much are they in the UK? Because
average price is £70 with postage.
70.
Yeah.
But that's not too far off, man. That should be like 90 euros.
That's like 85.
But the thing is like most good 1/12 figures over here are between like 60 and 80. So like £70 for like basically what is like a mini hot toy that you can play with. Like is a pretty good deal. You get a lot of stuff usually with them. Like that first, it was the Punisher that did it, because like that figure was so good. No one bought it when it came out, apart from like a handful of people. One of them was me. I bought it. It was £65, man, and now that thing goes for like hundreds.
Even the knockoffs
are. Is that the deluxe version?
Just the normal version, man, standard version. The deluxes go for even more.
I think that's when people really started to see the quality of those figures, because the Punisher came with a lot of effects, a lot of guns, a lot of options. Like
Face sculpts were excellent as well.
Yeah, exactly. And is it an American company, Mezco?
Yeah, Mezco's American.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. So maybe like it speaks more towards American collectors than it does to because I'm not sure how big it is over in Asia.
Pretty big over there.
Because it's not really big over here in Europe. Like not a lot of shops are stocking it. I don't even think a lot. Like people are starting to know of them over here, but it's still nowhere near like your figure arts or your Mayfex or your more like generic stuff like
I think the soft goods does kind of also put people a bit on the fence about some of the stuff. I mean,
it's hit or miss though, yeah, because that's basically the reason why I never got those Ghostbusters figures, because I just think they look off in their jumpsuits.
yeah, you said, yeah.
Jumpsuits seem too big, which is logical because you need the space to move, but they just kind of, yeah, I'll edit a picture in, and then you can see. But I think yeah, the suits just look too big on them.
No man, those Mezco Ghostbusters are fucking excellent. Like
They look good though, statically they look good, but the moment you put them in a dynamic pose, and I've talked to people.
When did you see the Ghostbusters in any of the movies in a dynamic pose?
But it's okay. Maybe
They're a bunch of middle-aged guys with like bellies
who
stand around talking like, and who have proton guns. And
exactly. If they're just holding, it's not like they stand completely straight holding the proton gun. Like
no, but it's not like they're fucking going like this, is it? Like
no, but they are kind of hanging and they got their knees bent, and there is some dynamic to it. It's not like they're static. You know what I mean? And the moment
those figures are fucking excellent. You're not going to find better 6-inch Ghostbusters figures.
I don't know, man. Like those new Hasbro ones that I got recently.
Oh,
bro,
no.
you comparing the Hasbro,
Hey.
those
them,
fucking
man.
new Hasbro without any ab crunchy.
I'm not comparing them.
Talking about dynamic poses, these fuckers can't even bend over. Like
they can though. They really can. Like I did it. I mean,
I broke them, but I did it.
Comparing them because it wouldn't be fair because like the Mezco Ghostbusters are like $400 and the Hasbro ones are like
Jesus, so they're $400 now.
I think so, yeah. Because you get you get 4 figures.
250 when they came out. 250.
Fuck, fair play.
I think it's 360 euros for a set over here.
But have you seen like how big the box is and what you get in there and stuff? Like
I think yeah, because you get the Slimer as well and all of the accessories.
All the accessories. They don't just give you one Energon fucking beam like you get
that is pretty. Yeah, that's pretty.
Hasbro.
Four stands, proton packs, utility belts, goggles, interchangeable heads, and effects. Yeah, I mean,
I'll say one thing though. I think it's a shame that every alternative head is like a scared face. Or
we're scared. I don't get what you want from them. Like, are you thinking about the cartoon here? Because like the movie, the faces they made were either like this or like this. It wasn't like they weren't like ha.
No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean, man. But I get what you're saying, and you do have a point though. You do have a point. So maybe
like that's what I like about Mezco is I think. Like one of the best things about them is they seem to really understand the characters they're making figures of and the accessories, facial features and stuff that comes with them. Just like Punisher and even this new Harley Quinn, like it's expressions that are suited perfectly to them. You know, like what
was that X-Men that they showed? Bishop?
Bishop.
Oh, the Bishop looked amazing.
I've seen a lot of people in the American groups. I think you've seen it as well, Sam, complaining about the head sculpts. Like,
what was the issue with Bishop?
Like said something. I've seen it on Instagram as well. I've seen like all this shit, just like about how this doesn't look right. Like, what's with the deal with this face sculpt and these braids and stuff? Like, and then I thought though the skinhead version looked great personally. Yeah. I'm not sure about the regular head
with the long hair. Yeah,
it kind of looks like the Days of Future Past version from the movie.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah,
and I don't think Bishop should look like that personally.
But I actually thought it was like a nice middle ground between the movie version that we got and the animated Jim Lee style Bishop that we had in the 90s. I thought it was like a nice middle ground between those two, and a kind of like some elements from the 90s animation show came together with some of the elements, like the braided hair, as you said. And I thought it worked, man. And like the pictures they showed, I mean, you could see it was Bishop. You immediately recognize.
You can.
And I think if you can do that, then
they've done a good job. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really looking forward
with the armor, and like I like the fact that you can see that stripe uniform underneath.
That is good.
Cable, like if they would have done
that cable was just
cable, it would have been perfect.
So there are two things that I'm curious about. One, what size this guy's going to be, because he has to be big because they fucked up Cable.
Was Cable too short?
He's too short. He's way too short. So I think like if
I mean, he's a little bit bigger than the regular size guys, but only by like this much.
Like Cable should be massive.
Yeah,
like
Cable is meant to be like what, 7 foot or something, isn't he? Like
something ridiculous. And if I'm not mistaken, Bishop is taller than Cable, or am I just making that up?
I think I'm not sure because they change it all the time. I know that Cable is huge. Bishop is a big fucker, but I don't know like in size to Cable, like how big he is.
How big he is. Okay, so there's some pictures, they seem to be roughly the same size. So they're both really big. But it would be really amazing if they did a PX version of his first appearance. So just like the blue cloth.
I reckon they will.
They probably will. And the hair, they need to nail that Jerry curl.
Yeah, man. They got to get that fucking 90s look on him.
Yes. If they do that, they're in. But I really liked the reveal. I thought it was great. I really wish I could do a screen share, Sam, but
No, it's fine. We know what he looks like, man.
No, not that. Let me send the pic.
Is that they're doing they seem to now be doing this new single jointed elbow thing that is like looks like it's got a lot of range of motion.
Yeah.
And it's going to be able to swing, and I think they've done it so that holding guns and stuff for characters is going to be a bit easier. But like, I'm not convinced because it doesn't look right on the figure.
I haven't even noticed that, to be honest.
You can see it on the picture on one of them.
Yeah. Let me have a quick look. I hadn't even picked up on that.
It's got the same kind of joint that the Conan figure is going to have.
Yeah, I can see exactly what you mean.
It's like this weird ball, like.
Yeah, I'm surprising that they haven't like engineered something that when you try and like extend it more, it just doesn't pop out or something a little bit. Like figure arts of that with Thanos and his gauntlet and his snapping hand. Like you can actually move his wrist out and you have better range of motion with it.
Yeah, I don't know. People are going to buy Mezco anyway. I mean, it's nice that they're trying to do things with and improve things, but I think that feels like it's going backwards a little bit.
And broadening their reach also, because since when did Mezco get the Scooby-Doo license?
They showed it off last year, I think, but it's only going to be in like 5-point articulation.
Oh, the 5 points one.
Right.
The 5 points Popeye ones looked alright.
They're just doing the monsters at the moment. Or did they all?
What else did they showed off? The only other Mezco 112 apart from the exclusive ones.
I think they showed off a new Popeye,
They showed Death Dealer as well.
Death Dealer
and Death Dealer, right.
Yeah.
And then everyone was waiting for the Alien and Predator 112 announcement, and it turned out.
These Mezco dolls.
Yeah.
Right.
And it seems to be like they're just kind of gone with the 112. They're like, we're not going to do that. Like,
it's not the first time. It's not the first time they did this though.
They've done it a lot of times.
They did, yeah. They did it in the past, like teasing and then basically coming up with.
But do you think that they could compete with NECA on the Predator side? That's
the problem. Is like NECA now, especially with the new like Predator bodies, they've nailed Predators, man. Like they've worked long and hard on them. And I don't know about you, but when I saw the 112 one, man, I was not impressed. like when I saw it. I like the NECA, and the NECA's cheap, and I think that because they're in some of those American groups, they're in there, some of the guys who work for Mezco,
Yeah.
and they're like watching what people are saying about reveals. So if like 99 out of 100 people say fuck this, I'll just get the NECA, then they'll just go with our time making it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Talking about NECA.
Thanks everyone for watching this episode of the Daily Dork Talk. The day after we recorded this, Mezco revealed another figure for their 112 collective line, and that was of the character John Constantine from the old Hellblazer comics and now DC. Me personally, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I think it looks good. The head sculpt could be a little bit better, more comic accurate. But the more I look at it, the more it's growing on me, and it seems to be coming with some nice effects as well. So definitely keep an eye on that. Let us know in the comments what you thought of these Mezco reveals and SDCC in general. And we see you next time for the NECA reveals. Stay safe.